recording this on an early autumn night. It must be, I don't know, like 8 o'clock. Nope, just 7 o'clock as I record this. It's dark. I have a fire going. We are staying at a cottage somewhere in central Pennsylvania. Came here to have a weekend getaway to celebrate my birthday. And honestly, it has been the most amazing experience. I am so glad that we did this. I know that when we're preparing for this, I was looking at what it would cost to get the cottage, and I was like, I don't know that it's worth it. And a friend of mine reminded me, your mental health, it's worth everything. And I never really thought about it that way, but it's true. But this isn't about money. This is about being in this cottage in nature. I have enjoyed so much being up here. We are a small rural community. There's people around, but they're not like one on top of each other. And obviously we drove here. There are roads, but it is also kind of slightly left of the middle of nowhere, if you know what I mean. The nearest town is about 10 minutes away, and it's, a tiny one-street town. Although it has a very nice coffee place and a restaurant and a pizza place. We got our pizza for tonight. See, there's a car passing by. So there are neighbors and everything. So it's not entirely isolated, but it's also definitely not the city. And that's what I've been pondering. It's just that for a few years now, I've just been really thinking about the idea of moving to the middle of nowhere. And there's a lot of reasons for it. Part of it is just, the state of the world. And part of it is just that my temperament has changed. I kind of crave a little bit of solitude. With, enough community around if I need it. But being up here has just really solidified that. For fun, I watch on YouTube videos of people who've built a little off-grid cabin in the middle of different, woodsy areas, and I kind of live vicariously through them a little bit. And this was a chance to have a little bit of that experience. And it's been nice. I can't lie to myself. I really enjoy it. I really crave it. I really felt myself at peace in here. And so did my wife, actually, to my surprise. It's getting cold. So did my wife. We've kind of been toying all weekend. I thought, maybe we just need to relocate up here. And maybe a full relocation is not necessarily in the cards right now, but maybe a little bit more, couple more weekend getaways up here might be in the cards. I really crave being closer to nature. Just being surrounded right now by woods with this fire going on. And it's kind of a funky fire. We added some colored flame packets to the fire for my daughters. They thought that it was cute, and then they decided that they wanted to go inside. So I'm here enjoying orange and green and blue flames. I know I'm rambling, and I guess what I'm thinking out loud is just the idea of being in the middle of nowhere versus in the middle of everything. Living in the city versus living in the countryside. Being a lot more self-sufficient versus being a lot more dependent on the comforts of society. Part of my 5-year plan is that I would like to get to a point where I can live a more self-reliant lifestyle. Maybe I won't be in a cabin in the woods by myself. Well, not by myself, I have a family, but maybe it won't be in a cabin in the woods, but maybe a little cottage up in central PA might be in the cards. Or if not central PA, just, somewhere out in a place that's more woodsy, more rural, where we are closer to nature, where trees surround me on all sides, and I have to pay closer attention to the seasons, because that's just our reality. All the fields around here are full of dried up corn stalks, and there are massive amounts of pumpkins and other gourds and squashes all around where you turn, and people are gathering. They have their piles of wood for the winter, and you can tell it, you can feel it in the air that people are starting to settle in, because before you know it, winter will be here. And while in the city we have plows that will allow regular day-to-day life to continue regardless of the weather, I feel that up here it's a lot more it's a moment of pause. And maybe I'm just projecting my own wishful thinking onto the area, but I think that for now I really want to hold on to that. I'm glad that we came on this little trip. I'm glad that we got some time in nature. We got to see a cavern. We got on a boat inside the cavern. We got to take a little hike today in the woods. We're doing this fire. We've driven around all these beautiful little country roads, gone up a mountain, down a mountain, and just my heart is full. I was driving today, and I was fighting back tears because I'm driving. I can't really start crying in the middle of it, but the trees and their autumn colors, and the leaves falling with the wind, and there was a creek next to the road that I was driving on, and it was just absolute perfection. And it was overwhelming, and I was crying. I was literally just holding back tears so that I could continue driving as I just kind of took on this scene. And how amazing is that? This is our last night here in the cabin, in the cottage. Tomorrow we will return back to the city, and Tuesday I'm back to a very hectic month at work. Actually, it's going to be a very hectic 6 weeks coming up, and I'm trying not to think about that. And even when I'm at work, I'm just taking it one day at a time, doing whatever is possible, whatever I can with the time that I have, and that's it. Not really stressing about it, because I could die of stress, and the work will keep going. They will just put somebody else to do the thing that I'm doing, and that's it. So I can't really, there's no sense in me killing myself for it. Just do my work, and that's it. But also keeping this moment, looking at the funky colored flames of the fire, looking up through the trees, I see the moon. There's a dog barking in the distance. It's cold and chilly. And in the cottage behind me, I can see through the windows my daughter's sitting at the couch, snuggled up. My wife is gonna play a movie for them, and we're just gonna have a wonderful evening together and enjoy this time that we're given right now. And then tomorrow we'll go and enjoy the time that we're given then, and so every day. I have my 5-year plan in place. Some parts of it are already going, and other parts of it I'm working on getting them started. So keeping my eye on the price, on the long game, while also enjoying every day as it comes. So from this little cabin in the woods in central Pennsylvania, next to my fire with green, yellow, and blue flames. This is Daniel Highmoon. Catch you on the next episode.